everybody, and welcome to the new year, which means it's a new review. Today we will be reviewing the Leader Class Studio Series Constructicon Overload. Here he is, pretty big, and there's the packaging. Let's go on ahead and get the first thing first off the list, shall we? Let's go on ahead and move him out of the way and go to the packaging. First things first, let's go on ahead and lift this camera up just a little bit so that way we can actually see everything quite more easily. There we go. So on the front here we have a picture of Overload. We do have that here's the number 66 in the lineup of the Studio Series. Here's a Decepticon, a Constructicon Overload. For ages 8 and up, Hasbro, Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen. We do have the Transformers, Generations, Takara Tomy. On the top here we do have the viewing window along with the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. On the bottom here we do have the barcode, words, emblems, so forth, so on. Different languages for those. On the left here we do have the picture of Devastator himself. There we have an emblem of the Devastator. At the bottom it does say that this is Authentic Transformers. Autobot logo. Here's number 66 on the Studio Series. So Studio Series, there we go, with Overload looking all menacing with his sharp teeth and his 3 eyes right there. Bulky chest, and then it does say Leader Class and 4 different languages. On the back here we do have where it says Big Screen Inspired, the scale detail backdrop. It does show the Decepticon logo. It does say that it is from Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Constructicon Overload, and it also does say Pyramid Desert Battle. We have him, the product in both modes, his robot mode and his alt vehicle mode. Down there does show that he does come with a backdrop, and it does take 34 steps to get him from this to that and that to this. So, and then it just says the usual. And then Hasbro. And then not for kids 0 to 3, since it is a choking hazard. With that being said, let's go on ahead and get on to the review, shall we? And here we are with him in his alt mode, so he is, like I said, a Leader Class. And he is a really big vehicle. He is primarily done up in red, silver, black, dark gray, gunmetal gray, the blue and the windshields here. He does have spinning wheels. As you can see, this spot here is gunmetal gray done up with highlighted like lime or Reptar from Rugrats green basically, and little bits and pieces. You do have silver there, silver here, silver right there, as you can see. Gunmetal gray there and there. Black on top of the cab. You do have a little mirror there. Not one on that side, but it is still in red. Rims of the tires is red. This is able to be taken off, and then you'll see his little claws there, which is in gunmetal gray as well, right there. And then you do have little bit of silver there, and here, and there. And then the underbody is right here. Let me fix this real quick. There we go. In vehicle mode, we want them to tab in to right there, and then there's another spot up here to tab in. You do have the underbody from the vehicle mode. He does roll, but I noticed with mine, these two don't roll too good, as you can see, unless you push down on the front and back. But as you can hear, it has a little noise with it. So, how does he compare to the others? Let's go ahead and see. Let's snap this back on. Let's go from smallest to biggest, shall we? So, from the deluxe class, we have scrap metal right here. As you can see, if you extend his digging arm all the way out, overload is still much longer. He is about the same height. If you take this off, almost the same height. It's still the claws that makes him a little bit taller. Let's go ahead and move him out of the way and bring in Hightower. So here we have Hightower. If you have his crane all the way up, then yeah, it is taller than Overload. But if we bring it all the way out, Overload is still longer. But there he is next to him. Width-wise, he is wider. Now for the next size, which is the Voyager class size, which right here is skipjack. As you can see, you could pretty much have two skipjacks come together in length, and they'll be the same length. Tallness, they're about the same. Unless you take this off, then skipjack has the height advantage. Here he goes next to Scrapper. Basically the same thing. If you have two scrappers together, it'll be the same length. Tallness, width, here he goes next to Mixmaster. Now Mixmaster is a little bit longer than the rest of the Voyager classes. As you can see how he scales with him. As you can see. And then remove him right there. And finally, just got this fella on Wednesday. Was it, or was it Thursday? I think it was New Year's Eve when I finally got him. Here he is next to Long Haul. Yes, finally got Long Haul after all this time. With Long Haul, he is more even height-wise. He is in the same category as Skipjack and Scrapper, along with, what is his name? The orange one that's like Skipjack. he will be about twice the length of him, basically. So as you can see right there, if you go back to back, he has about a, for my fingers, longer if you have him going back to back. So let's get him out of the way. And here he goes next to the other leader class of this group. If you extend, yes, same length. Here's basically same height, but good old Scavenger is a little bit lighter. So with that being said, let's go on ahead and get down to the transformation of this guy, shall we? So for the first thing that I'm gonna do with him is actually put him into the combination mode. So to do that, take that off. Let's bring him up. Okay, so to turn him into the combination mode, all I have to do is literally take these, separate them, bring them out, turn them around like so. Actually, turn it this way, actually. Turn it down like so. And then finish bringing it all the way up, like so. And then what you're going to want to do is take and turn him around again. And get this to unhinge, like so. Both of them will have to come unhinged, like so. Let me see if I can get this lighting to turn around a little bit. There we go. A little bit better, I guess. And then you're gonna also wanna undo these. Like that. Well, not undo them, but bring them around. And what you're gonna wanna do, unhook these, bring these around. The hooks, all you're gonna do is bring it around like so. Put it back, like so. Turn it around here. You'll see that this spot can come loose. Well, not loose, but come out a little bit. Then you have these little tabs here to bring outwards, like so. That's gonna keep it from going back in. And then you're gonna peg this peg into the top hole, not the second one, not the bottom one. Well, come on. There we go. And same thing with the other side. And there we go. And you want all this to stay where it's supposed to. There we go. And then what you're gonna do, let me just raise this up a little bit, so that way we can actually see what I have to do now. There we go. Move it up a little bit, and there we go. You're gonna unhinge this whole top part, bring this cab over, and peg it into the next hole. You're gonna unpeg all of this, like so. So all this will be pegged together. You just unpeg it, like so, and just bring it forward a little bit. Bring this up, and bring it down. And there we go. Let's see if I can get him to balance. There we go. Oops. There we go. So that is actually how you will have him looking when you have to put him into the combination lock. Now just to get him back to vehicle mode, all I have to do, bring them back down, unpeg this and this once again, and just go the opposite way that you did. Only thing is, you'll bring these back in, and then the peg right here will go into the bottom hole right there. Same thing with this one. Then you just make them do the splits again. Why won't he? There we go. With mine, the legs are kinda stiff a little bit until alright, there we go. Silly little thing. There we go. And then make sure that these are pegged in. Mine's just being stubborn. There we go. Make sure everything lines up and pegs in, like so. And then bring this back up a little bit. Unhinge that, bring it over. There we go. Close these. Lock all this up together, like so. Bring this back down. Bring these back down. These peg in to right here where this little joint is. There's the peg, there's the hole. It's like that on both sides. And then on the top here we have this hole where it pegs into where the feet connect. As you can see right there. And there we go, back in truck mode. But to turn him into the robot, all you do, unhinge this, bring this out, bring it up like that. Keep it just like that. Go to the grill of the truck mode, unhinge it, bring the side tires up. And then what you do now is to go for these tires here, bring them up. You're supposed to do it before you unhook the feet, the grill, there we go. And then the feet just comes out. Bring him up. Flip these up, like so. And then turn him around. These come down like so. This is his head. Go ahead, bring it up. And then just fix the tires here that come straight up like so. Now, for the fun part. His arms is this whole section right here. So you'll unhinge them all, unpeg them all. There we go. Just like that. And then you can actually leave these like that. What you can do is rotate this like so. Now these do rotate as well, as you can see, but we're gonna keep them just like that. Well, I'll rotate them 2 clicks to the front. Now you're gonna come around to the back. Well, yeah, to the back. You're gonna see this little silver spot that looks like an exhaust or something for the top. Pegs into there, like so. Then the cab pegs in right there with that peg. Then this comes up like so. So it looks like he has a stinger. This comes loose, as you guys already know. Both sides. Go on ahead, turn him back around. These will come up like so. Do just like that. Just like that. That keeps that from coming back down, so it locks it up. Go ahead and bring these tires all the way back, like so. These tires do not spin. That's on the inside of the leg. Now you can do these any which way you want. These you have to unpeg and bring out, like so. To peg them back in, it's a little bit tricky, but not too tricky. And here we go. We have, oh wait, nope, completely forgot. These are his heels. That's why he wasn't standing up good. You bring them out and they keep him balanced more. Even though mine's not wanting to balance too good. There we go. So here we go with overload as a robot mode. There's his face. Kinda wish they would have actually painted the eyes, especially the middle one. It's still silver. You do have like the ladders, the lights right there, which I don't know, go over and paint them a different color, like yellow. He is done up in some silver here. His abdomen, part of the chest is in silver. Gunmetal gray, mostly done up in red. His arms is done up mainly in gunmetal gray, as you can see. You do have some cable, from the tires. All in all, I like how he does look in this mode, but I just kinda wish they would have run with the actual first thought of him, which would have been like spider-like legs, basically. He would have had like 6 legs or something, and then just 2 arms. That would have been, in my opinion, a little bit more better. You can have him standing like that as well. You do have leg movement right there. You can make him go forward with his leg, backwards a little bit. You do have some bend at the knee. You do have some ankle tiltage, big time actually, as you can see. His arms, you can do a 360 at the shoulder, but then with his forearms you do have I think 360 as well. Let's see. Yeah. Uh-oh. Silly fool, you're not supposed to break apart on me. Let's put that arm back on. I guess it is a overload on him. There we go. Pops right back in. These do have, if you have them straight out, 360. With these ones, with these, you only have like a 45-degree bend. 90, well, more than 90 with this one. Right here it is on a double hinge joint. These, sadly enough, don't open though. I wish they did. Would have been nice. His head does not turn. You can have him look up. Well, actually, can it turn? Yeah. It can turn. Mine's just super tight to turn. You do have the up and down bird eating motion. You do have like these exhausts right behind him too. Kinda cool looking. All in all, pretty good Leader class figurine. Let's see how he compares to the rest of them, shall we? I'm just gonna have him sit down for a sec while I grab them. So first one's first, I guess it's gonna be him being next to the Voyagers. Not Voyagers, but Deluxe classes first. Let me just fix him up real quick. Silly old guy. There we go, I guess. Here he is next to Hightower. Which seems like I have Hightower wrong here. I don't know why. Meh. Guess I don't. I guess. Meh. I guess it's just one of them days for me, I guess. We'll just have him looking like this, I guess. But as you can see, quite the height difference. Here he goes next to Scrap Metal, which is a little bit the same height, I guess. Almost. Here he goes next to Mixmaster. Let's move Scrap Metal out of the way here. Trying to. There we go. We'll just. Okay, so the video actually exited out, I think, right after I got with these guys. So, sorry about that, guys. Here he is next to Mixmaster Voyager class. Here he is next to Voyager class Scrapper. As you can see, Voyager class Scrapper and him are both about the same head length. So about the same height, head-wise. Here he is next to payload. Don't know why his feet went back up. There we go. There goes payload. I mean, not payload, but long haul. Sorry about that. And then, next is the other leader class Decepticon, Constructicon, Scavenger. So, as you can see, how he sizes up with everybody. We'll do it like this. Overload. And the back with Scavenger. Then there we go with Scrapper. There we go with Long Haul, Mixmaster, Scrap Metal, and a little T-Rex himself, Hightower. Now what I forgot about was this part. So, let's show where that actually goes on him for storage, basically, because what's the point of having this if you don't have Mixmaster, all of them to make Devastator this? I usually put right here, like so. You kind of had to slide it in there. There we go. Now he has kind of like a tail, like an ant. So, there we go. Don't forget to subscribe, like, hit that notification bell, and follow me on Instagram. Have a good one, guys. Bye.